Today, we've had a national tragedy. Two airplanes have crashed into the World Trade Center in an apparent terrorist attack on our country. I have spoken to the Vice President, to the Governor of New York, to the Director of the FBI, and have ordered that the full resources of the federal government go to help the victims and their families, and to conduct a full-scale investigation to hunt down and to find those folks who committed this act.
This evening, I have authorised British Armed Forces to conduct coordinated and targeted strikes to degrade the Syrian regime's chemical weapons capability and deter their use. We are acting together with our American and French allies. We have sought to use every possible diplomatic channel to achieve this. But our efforts have been repeatedly thwarted. Even this week, the Russians vetoed a resolution at the UN Security Council which would have established an independent investigation into the Duma attack. So there is no practicable alternative to the use of force to degrade and deter the use of chemical weapons by the Syrian regime.
My fellow Americans, on Tuesday, Syrian dictator Bashar al-Assad launched a horrible chemical weapons attack on innocent civilians. Using a deadly nerve agent, Assad choked out the lives of helpless men, women, and children. It was a slow and brutal death for so many. Even beautiful babies were cruelly murdered in this very barbaric attack. No child of God should ever suffer such horror. Tonight I ordered a targeted military strike on the airfield in Syria from where the chemical attack was. The combined American, British, and French response to these atrocities will integrate all instruments of our national power.
This collective action sends a clear message that the international community will not stand by.
Cette action est proportionnée et ciblée.
I gotta confirm on the target.
Take him alive, if possible. But you all know what this man is capable of.
Target's on the move.
Jack Bauer is a traitor and a psychopath who killed 2 Russian diplomats.
Hands behind your head, on your knees.
I know how many lives you've saved, how much the country is in your debt. But they're just gonna see a man who snapped, killing and mutilating with no regard to the law or conscience. A man whose country now labels him a criminal, a terrorist.
After all these years, he surfaces in London the same time as President Heller. We have to consider that he is here to do the president harm.
There's an order coming to have you transferred to Special Activities Division for enhanced interrogation. You better than anyone know what they're going to do to you down there.
Take me to her now. Now! Put the weapon down. You seem smarter than the rest of them, so I'm gonna tell you this once. I'm trying to prevent an attack, and you are getting in my way. That was a mistake.
Jack, get in! Bauer!
I intercepted intel framing an assassination attempt on President Heller here in London today. Tracing back to your organization.
It's drones.
They're planning a full-scale attack. This is bigger than President Heller. If an American president is assassinated on foreign soil, you're looking at a world war.
Everybody has a weak spot. We'll find his.
As long as she lives, she is never going to hear the name Jack Bauer again.
Bauer has escaped.
I want you to bring him here.
Why are you doing this, Jack? Some fantasy? If you stop the attack, all will be forgiven.
There's no going back for me. Presidential race, sir.
Every day the same damn joke. What the hell they make you out of?
Bourbon and poor choices.
With security at unprecedented levels, this isn't just a gathering of the world's most powerful leaders. It is the most protected event on Earth.
Welcome to London, Mr. President.
What's wrong?
Nothing.
Bugs the hell out of me.
Get down!
An attack has decimated the British capital.
5 of the world's leaders are now dead.
Stay with me. We'll get you out of here.
The American president is unaccounted for.
To our friends in the West.
Bakawe.
Number 6 on the 10 list.
What do you want?
Your president.
That's not going to happen.
Then every day from this moment forward will be on your head.
We have to find Bakawe before he finds the president.
We're going to kill him slowly and broadcast it live.
Yeah, well, you should have brought more men.
I will not be executed as propaganda. You don't let them take me. If it comes to it, I want you to kill me. That's an order.
London is just the first stop. Just imagine every major city descending into chaos. Your president dies tonight.
To those who threaten our freedom, America will rise up.
All right, here we go.
And make no mistake, we will find you. And we will destroy you.
Mike, we're getting you out. Go, go, go! Rooftop, 3 o'clock! Brace right back.
Oh, my God.
So let me get this straight. One whole weekend, you looking after my little girls.
Yep, as long as I can bring this. I love your kids, but they live to terrorize me.
But dude, see that?
Security's early.
Ready, and stop. They're all dead. There's only one man who could authorize a strike like that. And I voted for him.
My fellow world leaders, this country is at war. The new Special Forces unit, codenamed Cobra, will protect us where the Joes could not. The G.I. Joes are no more.
What if the president isn't the president?
You're insane.
Our government has been infiltrated. Any and all traces of our existence is terminated.
We have to assume that there's no one we can trust.
There is one man. He's the reason we call ourselves Joes.
Take 2 cases of Thin Mints and a box of Chuckalucks.
General Colton.
Call me Joe.
What Cobra did to us, they're gonna do to the world.
This is it, boys. This is what we waited for.
Boom.
These are all the individuals from last year doing their thing, running 100 meters and all that sort of stuff. And the American man here was incredibly fast. Yeah. Really incredibly fast.
It's quite close, isn't it?
Oh, message? Oh, from Michelle. How very amusing. So would you like to watch it together?
Yes.
Let's have a look.
Hey, Prince Harry. Remember when you told us to bring it at the Invictus Games?
Careful what you wish for.
Boom.
Oh, really? Please.
Boom.
The tower is all that stands between light and darkness. For thousands of generations, the gunslingers were knights, sworn to protect it. Now I'm the only one left.
The tower will fall. Get used to the carnage.
Now the wars come to Earth.
You really think you can stop me, gunslinger?
Come on!
Everyone who walks with you dies.
No more.
I do not shoot with my hand.
I shoot with my mind.
I do not kill with my gun.
I kill with my heart.
Everyone's already inside. Bye, Dad.
An explosion rocked the city today.
£20,000 for the names of the bombers. That's not how we do things here.
Hello?
Mr. Hennessy, he's here again.
That's 5 days in a row now. What does he want?
His daughter was killed in the bombing.
Mr. Hennessy, please find out the names of the bombers.
I work for the government, not terrorists.
You used to work for them.
I don't know who the bombers are.
I don't believe you.
It's him.
You would tell me the names of the bombers.
They kill me on Tuesday.
He's trained.
Bury me on Wednesday.
Maybe special forces.
Mom for me Thursday. Stop! She's wired the balloon! And you gotta let me go.
He just wants you to know he can get to you.
What is going on?
He thinks I know who blew up his daughter.
Do you?
Then you gotta let me go.
Somebody say a prayer for me.
They kill me on Friday.
Of half the city looking for him.
Bury me on Sunday. Mom for me Monday. But then you gotta let me go. Then you gotta let me go.
He's an old man running circles around the lot of us. He's ahead of us every step of the way.
Open it up.
Even if they crucify me.
You have no idea who you're dealing with.
Where those prophets that touch the leg won't they touch the soul? Somebody say a prayer for me.
Yes, I do. Do you?
Welcome to a new world of gods and monsters.
I saw her. She is real.
Please meet Princess Amunet. She will claim what she has been denied.
The prisoner we snatched last night is a courier for Imam Yassid Khalil.
Who's the interrogator?
Alice Racine. The prisoner gave a go order for an attack on an American target in the UK. It's thought to be biological.
We have 2 other members of his mosque in custody. And like you, they have a long, dark plane ride in their future. Tell me the target.
I'm just supposed to deliver a message.
Important?
Just my personal life. Sir, this is not a secure line.
We need you for an emergency assignment in London. We've got a prisoner waiting.
Well, I'm already on it.
What the hell are you talking about?
We haven't informed London Station.
Sir, we have been penetrated.
What is going on in London that involves the CIA and a terror strike?
MI5 is committing every available asset to this.
I think I've unlocked the source for a terrorist.
He has to be stopped.
We need your skill set. We need you back on the front line. What's your status?
In danger. Someone is hunting me.
I'm thinking I'm the only friend you got.
Our prisoner's gone to ground, and I do not intend to let him stay there.
Let the past go. We're just gonna get in the way when it counts. Global viruses are the biggest threat to mankind. Each one a ticking bomb.
We thought we controlled her.
Once armed, you've got 5 minutes. In a different world, it doesn't come to this.
We are all in God's hands.
I like to think we have a say.
That's your daughter. You know she gets that from you.
At 6:22 Greenwich Mean Time, chemical attacks were triggered across Europe.
I repeat, Downing Street is within the contamination radius. Over.
It's being called the worst terror event in history.
This is GIGN HQ. My men are dead or dying. I've been exposed. This is Ramstein. We're under attack.
Roger, we are aware of the gas attack and are sending decon units your way.
Not the gas. We're under attack by Russian ground forces.
Say again, Ramstein. What Russian forces?
The entire Russian army. Request immediate assistance.
Eyewitnesses are now reporting Russian tanks rolling down the Champs-Élysées.
This was no act of terrorism. The attacks were intended to cripple our defenses and pave the way for an invasion.
Hello?
Hi, Daddy.
Who is this?
Your daughter?
No, that's not possible. My daughter's asleep, and I know that because I kissed her goodnight almost 2 hours ago.
When are you and Mommy coming home?
There are times when we make history.
It doesn't matter. You're gonna be asleep by then, right?
And there are times when history makes us.
Good night, Daddy.
Good night, little P.
To ensure you that the same American dream, shared by our fathers, our mothers.
It's weird. Yeah, ours just went black too. Secretary, you need to put the phone down. Mike, what the hell is going on?
I said put the phone down.
Some kind of explosion.
Mike, please, just tell us what you know.
Capitol's been attacked. Congress, cabinet. Eagle is gone. Sir, you are now the president of the United States.
This is the most devastating attack on our country since 9/11.
Anyone claiming responsibility?
Not yet.
Guy's never been elected to anything.
Did you know President Richmond fired him this morning? Now he's the president. Maybe he'll realize he has no business running the country?
We're in a state of war. Tom Kirkman is not gonna get us through this. What the hell am I doing here? I'm not the guy for this.
Is Dad scared?
Dad's not scared of anything.
Do you really believe I should step down?
I do.
You may be right. But for now, I'm all you got.
The world thinks it can test us right now.
What do you want me to do, General? Declare war? There are different ways to show force. We are going to do this my way. If it doesn't work, we'll try yours. You're still on my side.
I'm always on your side, Mr. President. Whoever did this is just getting started.
Mr. President, you need to be stronger than you've ever been before.
Mr. President, you're live. 5.
I do solemnly swear
4.
that I will faithfully execute the office of the President of the United States. So help me God. Who created this?
We did, sir. United States government. November 17, 2013, Special Committee for Threat Assessment. Pentagon, classified top secret.
This is the Capitol bombing. Right down to the same ordinance. They're assessing our security vulnerabilities. They wargamed this out years before it even happened. Someone inside the U.S. government handed over the blueprints to Majid Nassar for the Capitol bombing. There's a traitor among us.
John Cale. Why do you want to be in the Secret Service?
I can't think of a more important job than protecting the president.
In college, you barely maintained a C average. You're not to look at Agent Todd.
Special Agent Todd keeps making those sounds. I'm gonna start looking at him.
Did you get the job?
Yeah, I think I got a shot. You know how it is. They gotta go talk amongst themselves.
If you are just tuning in, we are going to breaking news out of Washington.
This is John Cale. I'm in the White House.
They've taken the building and they're holding hostages, including my daughter.
Alpha 1, do you have the target? Roger that. We're holding the president in the library.
That's the library. Don't go in there. Just... Oh, this is so stupid.
You mean Mr. President? Go!
Let's just call SEAL Team 6 and they come in here to get us.
We have a scrambled sat phone in the residence.
Great, where's that at? Of course it is. By the way, John Cale. James Sawyer.
Help is not coming. You just need to get out of there.
My little girl is counting on me right now, and I am not gonna disappear on her.
The explosive used at the Capitol was a diversion.
There's gotta be a bigger play.
Like what?
There's only one way to find out.
We gotta go! I know you're into peace and all that, but you gotta stick that thing out there and go to work.
Damn right. I lost the rocket launcher.
You lost? How do you lose a rocket launcher?
Get your hands off my Jordans!
Mr. President, 5 minutes, sir. Evening, ma'am.
Merry Christmas, Mike.
Mustang, this is Big Top, bringing out the full package.
Where'd that come from?
Everybody knows you did the right thing on that bridge. Even the president knows. You gotta learn how to get back into the real world.
Mr. President, we're ready for you.
Our guests have arrived.
I'd like to welcome you to the White House, sir.
Sir, there's been an intrusion.
Let's go, move.
Give me the Pentagon on the line now.
Olympus is falling. Olympus is falling.
Mrs.
Speaker, you are the acting president.
I want to speak for the Russians, the Chinese, the British, and the French, in that order.
If you attempt to retake this building, I will execute
Your commander-in-chief.
Oh my God.
We have contact from inside the White House.
Identify yourself.
309er.
Jesus, Banning?
Is this the same guy that was removed from the president's detail?
He is ex-Special Forces.
40 commandos breached the gate, 28 are left.
Can we trust him? With all due respect, I'm the best hope you've got.
Abort! Abort! We're talking about the safety of the President of the United States.
We're talking about a hell of a lot more than that, sir.
Just open the gates of hell.
The United States of America doesn't negotiate with terrorists.
Who said anything about negotiating?
Announcing the commencement of the first purge.
Tonight allows people a release for all the hatred and violence that they keep up inside them.
This won't bring him back. It won't make you feel any better. Thank you.
It is a night that is defining our country.
Citizens, this will be a tradition we celebrate every year. Join the first purge.
Isaiah, come say bye.
Go do your thing, sis.
Always.
I'll see you tonight.
People are now calling this controversial experiment of legalized crime the purge.
Do not purge!
Do not purge! You and Isaiah, just stay with me during the purge.
Oh, we're gonna be fine on our own.
We are here with Dr. May Updale. She came up with this experiment. Is the purge a political device?
It is a psychological one. If we want to save our country, we must release all our anger in one night.
Tonight, we'll see the good and evil in everyone.
This is your emergency broadcast system announcing the commencement of the first purge.
Our neighborhood is under siege from a government who doesn't give a shit about any of us.
At the siren, all crime, including murder, will be legal for 12 hours.
There's a lot of good people out there who we're gonna have to protect.
All emergency services will be suspended.
We gotta be prepared for anything.
Your government thanks you for your participation.
Parties, you predicted a much higher level of participation.
Human nature does not obey the laws of politics.
What the hell is going on?
They all ex-military. Something funky going down, D.
You're sending soldiers into the island disguised as citizens.
This country needs for this to work.
No one's coming to help us. After tonight, nothing will ever be the same again.
They forgot about one thing. They forgot about us.
What have I done?
Run! Stay strong now. I'm coming.
Just remember all the good the purge does.
Today, we've had a national tragedy. In an apparent terrorist attack on our country, 2 airplanes have crashed into the World Trade Center.
You know how sometimes you just don't want to get out of bed?
Yep.
That was me today. Everything okay?
Yep.
There's no one who has not been affected by this.
Jeffrey, what's going on?
I don't have a clue.
Is anybody there? Can anybody hear me? Guys, we got 32 elevators off the grid. All the upper floors are gone. Anybody hear me?
Betsy, it's Eddie.
Baby, you're not gonna believe this.
Hello? Mom! Where the hell are you?
We're still in the North Tower.
Can you please have her call my wife? Me too.
Mom, listen to me. Hello?
People that were stuck on the elevators. At that point, you're pretty much in your own coffin. You just happen to be sharing it.
I think we're under attack.
The explosion you felt was from the South Tower.
When something tragic happens, your heart and your soul latch on to what really matters.
You don't know me. I'm calling you for your husband. He wanted you to know that he loves you.
It's a story about really honoring those that didn't make it.
You gotta get out of this building now!
And those that did.
Help! My husband's stuck in the elevator.
The job doesn't stop, so I don't. Eventually, you outrun it.
I'm Agent Bell, and this is my partner, Agent Zidane.
What happened?
Single explosion right in the corner of the building.
Nails, BBs, any kind of shrapnel?
You guys been catching chatter about terrorists in the South Bronx?
We get lone wolves everywhere now. We have to consider it.
What time was the explosion? Exactly.
Reports pegging at 4:03.
It's 9 minutes ago. We need every emergency vehicle headed here stopped outside the perimeter. Evacuate this building.
No! My boys are in there! He's right inside and he knows not to open the door for anyone!
Listen! I know every instinct is telling you to go in there, but you just...
Today is gonna be the day that they're gonna throw it back to you.
2 bombs, they both went boom, which means whoever we're looking for knows what they're doing.
I just shut down half the city, and I can't open it up until we know it's safe. You two own this case.
You should have let me die in there.
By now, you should have somehow realized what you gotta do.
You know who lived there?
Scumbag drug dealer. Street gangs usually play with guns, not bombs. This would be a pretty serious escalation.
What do we got?
6 grenades on a chain, cell phone trigger. How much information can you pull out of that?
Maybe everything. But the Bureau likes the lab at Quantico to do it.
How good are you?
I taught the guys at Quantico.
Then go for it. If we unwind this before anything else explodes, who's going to complain?
I will. You're no longer working undercover, making your own rules. You're working for the FBI now, and for me. Now do it.
7-year-old boy died today. His mother blames me.
How are you dealing with this? Swallowing hard isn't a plan. I'm just saying if I can help.
I'll let you know.
Okay.
Thank you.
The phone our bomb maker used as a trigger, I knew we'd seen once before. We got close to tying that attack to Robert Lawrence. The guy's a Nazi.
What's Lawrence get out of this?
He starts a race war.
I'm not a Nazi.
You prefer white nationalists?
I prefer Americanist.
Let's go back to talking about bombings on synagogues and minority communities.
Is our conversation too difficult for you to follow, Agent Zidane? Or maybe you and your partner can't handle uncomfortable truths.
You have enough to arrest him?
Legally? Well, we still need to get there, but I know it's him.
This is security footage from the rec center.
That kid put a bomb in that gym.
Tell us everything we want to know about Lawrence's involvement. Tell me exactly who gave you that bomb. Never had a chance, did he?
Nope.
Lawrence has one more bomb.
A lot of people made it out of that building because of you. That matters.
He's gonna hit the summit.
Kristen is there.
The bomb is there, clear the hall.
It's a cell phone trigger.
I think I'd like to call my lawyer.
Hello? Hello?
Turns out you're the one that can't handle uncomfortable truths.
You see the type of organization we have here? We could always use a man like you, Nathan. Educated, war veteran, clean record.
And so what's the overall objective?
This is revolutionary activity we're talking about here.
I need an informant. Get in there and make a difference.
We are a thinking man's soldiers. First here, and then here. We know where you live.
I don't have the skills for this. I can't even defend myself. You do have the skills. Try relating to these guys as human beings.
We see what we want to see. But just because you're not looking at something
Get your hands off me.
doesn't mean it's not there.
You okay there, Nate? Look a little off.
Big things are coming.
An event that wakes people up.
Massive terrorist plot.
It's morning in America, and there's a new day coming.
Are you a cop?
These guys are fanatics. They will not be taken alive.
For evil to triumph, it only takes good men. To do nothing.
Let me ask you something, Nathan. What's your opinion on infiltration?
Do you suspect someone?
It's just, it's like they say at these rallies. You look to the left, look to the right. One of these people is a snitch. It's the left.
Mulder, I've seen it. I've seen how it begins.
I'm here to offer you a deal. Civilization is in its final stages. I'm asking you to betray the whole human race. Do you mind if I smoke?
Kill him before he kills us all. We want to save humanity.
You want to see blood in the streets. The extermination of 7 billion people.
I have to find our son.
Mother, they know that we know.
We need your help, even if we don't trust you.
How did we get here? He needs the boy, Mr. Mulder.
My son is none of your business.
It's a very special child.
William. You have to find him, and you have to stop him before he unleashes hell on Earth. The truth still lies in the X-Files, Mulder.
This job, we try to save as many people as we can. Sometimes that doesn't mean everybody. But you don't give up.
New York. Washington, D.C.
Sokovia.
Okay, that's enough.
Captain, people are afraid.
That's why I'm here. We need to be put in check. Whatever form that takes, I'm game.
I'm sorry, Tony. If I see a situation pointed south, I can't ignore it. Sometimes I wish I could.
Sometimes I want to punch you in your perfect teeth.
I know we're not perfect. But the safest hands are still our own. I was wrong about you. The whole world was wrong about you. They're coming for you.
I'm not the one that needs to watch their back.
This doesn't have to end in a fight, Tony.
You just started a war. Stay down. Final warning.
I could do this all day.
Gary, I hate to break it to you, but the world is on the brink of disaster. World crime is at an all-time high. And the only thing standing between order and chaos is us.
Hey, terrorists! Terrorize this!
And just what does this have to do with me?
Last week in Paris, we caught 4 terrorists with a weapon of mass destruction. We have to find out who sold it to them. Our only hope is to have somebody act like a terrorist. We need an actor. And they say you're the best.
I've got 5 terrorists going southeast on Bakalakadaka Street.
Soon every country will be in complete chaos.
To save the world from falling apart.
And so you see, the new world is inevitable.
It's what?
Inevitable.
One more time?
Inevitable! Things are inevitably going to change.
One team must pull together.
All right, let's move!
It's too soon to be having feelings for you.
Maybe. Feelings are feelings because we can't control them.
And turn the Earth's darkest moment.
Kapla! 3 more cities have fallen.
I can't keep it together! I'm not gonna let it end like this.
Into mankind's finest hour.
There's too many of them!
This isn't about sex, Gary. It's about trust.
It started as a legend. One of the greatest of all. 1,000 years we've kept it hidden. To protect Earth from what was destined to arrive.
Optimus Prime, you destroyed your home. Do you seek redemption?
My maker, I do.
Your daughter, what would you say to her?
Brush your teeth, work hard. Stay away from any boy in a band, especially a drummer.
These are troubled times. Without leaders, chaos reigns. 2 worlds colliding. And you're all that stand in its way. And now the greatest mission of them all, to turn the tide of human history.
Brian, stop! Can't do this!
the imminent destruction of everything we know and love begins.
I'm not leaving you.
When all seems lost, a few brave souls can save everything we've ever known.
The operation is over.
We're not giving up on Prime, okay?
I want to stay, and I want to fight them.
For my world to live, yours must die.
She got out. She's on the grid. She's cracking systems. She just got through portal security for Stratcom in Omaha.
What is she doing?
She's hacking nuclear launch codes.
Why?
Too many people. Send Allie's poison pill virus through the web. Do it now. Kill her.
I did that 10 minutes ago. She's locked me out of everything.
Chris, get to the lighthouse bunker. Do it now.
Doctors, there's a situation on the ground. 27 ICBMs have been launched from China. No one knows why, but it's real. They're headed for the United States.
Open the window.
I've told the crew to contact their families. If there's anyone you need to talk to. I'm here. Patch you through. Emily?
I'm here.
Oh, thank God. Is Sarah with you?
She seems to. Is it true what they're saying on the news?
Yes, it's true. Hey, can you put her on the phone with us? I want her to hear my voice. Please.
Yes. Here she is. Daddy?
Hey, baby girl.
Papa got me a bike. Can you teach me how to ride it?
Of course. I'll teach you to ride it as soon as we...
What have I done?
Light. This is what Paris is made of. The light of avant-garde. The light of audacity. Can you imagine Paris without it? What if we followed the rules? What if we'd obeyed those who wanted to destroy this weird scaffolding? Can this light be turned off?
The Senate committee will now hear from Jacob Lawson, Climate ISS Chief Coordinator. May the record reflect that he was nearly 1 hour late.
Yeah, sorry about that. I literally had to fly in from outer space.
Thanks to a system of satellites, natural disasters have become a thing of the past. We can control our weather.
Mr. President, one of our thermospheric satellites malfunctioned over Afghanistan.
So your proposal is what?
We shut down all satellites.
I don't need to remind all of you how many people died from catastrophic climate conditions.
Make sure there's no further incidents.
Are you going back up to space?
I'm coming back. I promise.
Have a safe trip, sir.
Just don't touch anything.
Main engine start.
This is Mr. Jake Lawson.
The Jake Lawson?
You look much older than I would have thought. I mean, you look good. Am I getting fired? My access has been blocked.
So satellite has a bad comm, that happens.
Not a satellite, all of them.
This wasn't a malfunction. It was intentional.
There's potential for catastrophic weather events on a global scale.
A geostorm. We have to shut the system down.
The only one who has the kill codes is the president.
I need your help.
You're soliciting a Secret Service agent. Seriously? We're kidnapping the president in a self-driving cab.
Jake, if you can't stop it, no one can. 3, 2,
1. Come on, baby.
You realize you're committing treason? Oh, yeah, I kidnapped the president. I've stolen state secrets. Yeah, anything I'm forgetting, honey?
Honey.
Hold on!
Marry her.
Jake, your father always said he wanted you to be a pilot.
He said a lot of things. I'm not a hero like he was.
The kaiju. They're gonna come back. I'm not gonna be stuck waiting for someone else to come save my ass.
Cadets, you better gear up.
This is the way the world ends.
How'd they get into our world?
Someone let them in. Someone from our world.
Who is that?
Definitely not one of ours.
Let's do this.
This is your chance to make things right.
We're gonna need more pilots. We have them. There are pilots we remember as legends, but they didn't start out that way. They started out like us. This is our time to make a difference. Do you understand? Jaeger pilots, do you understand?
One way to find out.
That's what I'm talking about!
Gonna be a long day.
What do we do?
We fight! Those on top of me.
There was an idea
To bring together a group of remarkable people.
To see if we could become something more. So when they needed us, we could fight the battles
That they never could.
In time, you will know what it's like to lose. To feel so desperately that you're right, yet to fail
all the same. Dread it. Run from it. Destiny still arrives.
Evacuate the city. Engage all defenses. And get this man a shield.
Fun isn't something one considers when balancing the universe. But this does put a smile on my face.
I want the warheads ready to launch in 1 hour. When I'm finished, this world will never forget.
Dead in the first day. Another 7 million by the end of the first week. Every defense annihilated. All our forces on the run. Regrouping somewhere. Reports are coming in from other major cities. It's a well-coordinated attack. And so far it's been damned effective. Don't know what they are, what they want, or where they came from. Only one thing is certain. If Shepard doesn't bring help soon, there won't be an Earth left to save.
Ours is a cycle of hatred. Alliances forged and broken. We have paid the price for sharing this world. And we have forgotten what makes us strong.
Close rank! Advance has won! Lordaeron will be ours! My king, we have her cornered.
Keep firing!
as one! For the Alliance!
Washington, D.C., the most heavily protected city on Earth.
Within its limits, 177 foreign embassies, 550 elected officials, and 23,000 military personnel. In the event of an attack, critical personnel are evacuated, underground shelters open, while complex defense systems patrol the sky.
But nothing stopped the virus. 27 days after patient zero, Washington fell. It began with riots on K Street, then shootings in the National Mall. Troops withdrew to bunkers. Civilians were left in the streets.
America is on the brink of collapse. But some people have survived. Gardens grow on rooftops, their fences patrolled with rifles, in communities that live under constant siege. Survival has taken the form of urban warfare.
Centuries ago, on this very soil, brother fought brother, spilling blood to forge the United States. History is threatening to repeat itself.
Now, in the heat of summer, 6 months after the outbreak began, a remnant of a corrupt state lurks in the shadows, ready to engage in a new civil war.
Agents of the division are the only ones standing against it.
But how do you save a nation when its enemies come from within?
Gentlemen, the missiles vector puts it en route to the East Coast. We will lose the White House.
We've rebuilt it before. We'll rebuild it again.
Casualties?
Possibly 30 to 50,000. Depends on the exact location of the detonation. All systems will go down.
General Shepard, you warned us. We should have listened.
When they speak of this moment, we will not be the ones who stood guard while America died. One man is responsible for all this. Makarov must be brought to light.
Whatever you need, General. We've got a blank check.
Houston, we're not scheduled for any satellite launches today, are we?
ISS Houston, stand by. We may have a problem here.
Houston, this is ISS Control. Any word on the...
Launching grenade! I got your back! That's the rockets!
Fuck it! Hello, old friend.
The world is safer with a nuclear presence. I'm sure your electorate will be happy by our final proposal. 15% reduction by 2016.
There are a lot of leaders in this room, but only one leader of the free world. And stay with me, ask you here with the goal of universal disarmament. Nuclear zero. Now, I was prepared to cajole to get what I want. I'm now threatened. Each of you will clear out his nuclear closet immediately. Failure to participate will be considered an act of war.
You're joking, of course.
This summit is over.
And this is it. This is it, boys. This country is at war. With you, and you, and you, and you, and you, and you. The U.S. nuclear arsenal is capable of destroying each of your countries 14 times over. 15 in the case of North Korea, just to be sure. And all at the push of a button.
It's true.
Yeah, I pressed it.
You have lost your mind.
It's all relative. You got 3 minutes to decide.
We cannot, we will not leave a legacy of acquiescence. Bring the briefcase. Draw. Don't do this! There can be no winners.
High score.
Let history record. Who was responsible for this madness? Launch.
शुरू कर
Good. Launch. Well, the good news is no global warming summit next month.
We ignored the signs. We deceived ourselves, hoping this day would never come. You think you've seen war, but not like this.
We gotta go now! Now! Run! Hurry! Come on, go!
Hello? Hello? We have survivors in a building. Do you copy?
I want to go home. You just have to be patient, okay? And then it'll get better outside.
Around the fuel shutoff lever, accidentally cutting off the fuel supply, causing the chopper's engine to fail Sunday night.
A missile may impact on land or sea within minutes. This is not a drill. If you are indoors, stay indoors. If you are outdoors, seek immediate shelter in a building. Remain indoors well away from windows. If you are driving, pull safely to the side of the road and seek shelter in a building or lay on the floor. We will announce when the threat has ended. This is not a drill. Take immediate action measures. Repeat. The U.S. Pacific Command has detected a missile threat to Hawaii. A missile may impact on land or sea within minutes. This is not a drill. If you are indoors, stay indoors. If you are outdoors, seek immediate shelter in a building. Remain indoors well away from windows. If you are driving, pull safely to the side of the road and seek shelter in a building or lay on the floor. We will announce when the threat has ended. This is not a drill. Take immediate action measures. Repeat. The U.S.
...64 people are now known to have died in a massive fire at a shopping centre in the Siberian city of Kemerovo. Many of the victims are children. Nearly 300 firefighters battled to contain the blaze. As Andrew Plant reports, the fire broke out in the Winter Cherry Mall while it was packed with Sunday shoppers.
A fire on the 4th floor, this shopping centre surrounded by glowing outside. The fire started here on Sunday. Dozens were evacuated, but it was clear dozens more were missing, many of them children.
New York City firefighters were called to Trump Tower in Manhattan today. A fire broke out about 50 floors up. The president's son, Eric, said on Twitter that the fire was in a residential apartment. No injuries have been reported. The Fifth Avenue high-rise also houses the headquarters of the Trump Organization and other businesses.
Yeah, I saw